Hello all my chickadees, welcome back to my nest. Today we're going to hopefully be finishing our playthrough of the Groom of Gallagher Mansion. We've gotten 3 out of 4 of the endings and hopefully we'll grab the last one this time and complete all the achievements. It's kind of sad that this is the end, but I'm glad. This has been a lot of fun and the voice acting has been really good so far. If you haven't seen the other parts, they are all up on my channel in their own playlist. I suggest you hop over there and check it out first so you know what the heck is going on. For the rest of you, grab a plushie from my pile over here, snuggle on up, and let's dive in. Alright, we are back in the greenhouse for our final selection. We are going to choose the Lyre Flower this time, or as I know it, the Bleeding Hearts. And we've seen all this before, so I'm going to skip. Oh, and we saw the flashback with her. Okay, we did see everything here before. Alright, here is our different choice. We are going to go investigate the study again. Turn to the study. I want to revisit the study. We might find something out about the Gallagher's family business, or that curse that killed them all. Yeah,
Not a bad plan. Archibald Gallagher made his office in that study, so he talked business deals there.
Yeah, because, like, we haven't even gotten onto about, like, all of his siblings died in succession in front of him. I exit the dining room and head towards the study, back where I first found Elias after waking up. Did you have any theories about the curse, by the way, Taylor?
I know about as much as you do. Perhaps one of those shuttered small businesses cast black magic on the family in retaliation for Archibald using them as a stepping stone on his way to the top. Mr. Archibald Gallagher was known to be a rather stern and ruthless businessman.
Guess we'll see if we can find any evidence of that in the ledgers. Back in the study, the gentle aroma of chamomile tea permeates the room. Everything looks to be the same as the first time I was here. It looks like business as usual.
What does that mean?
The tea set that Elias had is still here, and there's way too many books to look through. Not sure where to start. What about the desk here?
Unless he took a nap, he'd have to have been doing something.
Yeah, he was gonna be reading a book when we came in. I scanned the room once more, maybe spotting a few new books on the desk. Maybe Elias was looking at those? I'll start at the desk. There's some volumes here I didn't catch before.
Sounds good.
Static cuts Taylor off again, while a rush of dizziness knocks me into the chair. Not again. Hushed, hurried voices emanate in the darkness. Heavy feet stomp on plush rugs. Tension and anger loom in the air. Louder. Louder. They're yelling. They're shouting. Which way is up? Which way's down? I don't know if I'm standing or floating or sitting or lying. I can't feel anything. I'm suffocating. My lungs are bursting. I want to cry. A tiny ray of light blinds me. I rush towards it in hopes of it granting me solace, cupping my hands around it so it doesn't escape. Inside the light is a little motion picture. 2 figures in the study. One taller and older in a chair. The other had much more youthful, leaning on a cane held in his right hand. Oh, that's Elias is alive with a cane because, you know, he had problems walking. The figure is vaguely familiar, yet I barely recognize him. His skin isn't translucent and blue. It's Elias.
Blast it all. Your sister died earlier this spring, and already we have to make arrangements for the next funeral.
Father, if you would let me speak just once.
What is it, Elias? I don't have time for idle chatter from a child like you.
Elias taps his cane on the carpet several times and barely can restrain protest, though the man named Archibald Gallagher didn't know this.
I am not a child anymore. I am already of age. and I'd like to make a single request of you. It will not be too much trouble to you, Father.
And what would that be?
My mirror has been in need of repair for the longest time. If you could have someone restore it.
What mirror?
Grandmother's mirror. The one that used to be in the attic. It shattered. But I still have all the pieces.
Oh, the mirror broke. 7 years bad luck. Oh. Archibald turns towards his son in disgust.
You still have that trash in your room. And you dare ask me to repair it after you broke it?
Elias's knuckles turn white on his left fist while he's trying to keep as much of a neutral face as he can.
It wasn't me, it was...
I have no time for your childish sentimentality, Elias. That mirror is worth nothing, and I have much more pressing matters to attend to. Leave now, or I'll have one of the servants remove you!
Father, I can walk on my own 2 feet just fine.
As if Archibald heard Elias, he certainly didn't care to react. Elias grips his cane tightly before turning towards the door, and in the process, our eyes meet. My breath hitches in my throat before I can muster the willpower to do anything else. And just like that, the scene disappears with a blink.
Copy! Hey! Do you copy?
Taylor! My vision adjusts, and suddenly I'm back in the study I walked into. A cold sweat clings to my skin.
Another vision?
Yeah. I'm still not used to these. These things are way worse than that one time Taylor and I tried experimenting with weed and got a bad patch.
Give me a status report.
I steady my breath and grip on the arms of the chair as I sink down. I, landed in the chair at least, and this time I saw Archibald Gallagher. He was arranging the next family funeral, while Elias wanted him to fix a mirror.
A mirror?
He said it belonged to his grandmother.
I'll see what I can find out about it. Was there anything else?
One of the other things I saw was that Elias was using a cane, and his dad said something about having servants remove him like he was an object.
What the actual fuck?
I don't know. Archibald said it as if Elias couldn't leave the study on his own, like he had zero autonomy. And of course, Elias was really upset. Fuck, I'm upset about it.
Take your time to catch your breath. Let me know when you're ready.
I close my eyes and take in another deep breath. These flashbacks or memory or whatever are extremely tiring, but assuming they're all from Elias's life. I shudder a little. I can't believe he had to go through that. I almost want to cry for him, but I don't know if I have enough time to do that right now. I need to focus. I bring the chair up to the desk and immediately start rifling through the books. There's a series of large notebooks filled with sheet upon sheet of information, aged yellow from the passage of time. I think I found the old Gallagher business ledgers, journals detailing where all the assets are, as well. I flip through more pages, more books. There's a bank name, but no clue as to where the jewels might be.
So close, yet so far.
I reach the end of the final notebook and stare stunned at the last leaf. Unlike the other pages written in neat black ink, a red scrawl screams at me. The hell?
What's wrong?
The last page of the ledger says, "Those without fortune cling to what they can." It's written in red ink like someone was desperate.
Wow, that's ominous and not helpful at all. What does it even mean?
Elias is probably the only one who knows. I shift through the ledgers once more. After a sigh, I put the books away.
Nothing else?
Only hastily scribbled locations. I think I'd better get back. I quickly put everything away where I found it and stand up from the desk. After scanning the study one last time, I headed back out into the hallway. Just as I'm a few paces from the study, I see Elias turn the corner with a giant grin on his face.
Good news, my dear.
Okay,
It's all right, my dear.
Let's choose Earl Grey this time.
And please,
Definitely.
The vision I had while looking at Archibald's ledger was really intense. God, I felt so frustrated, and he wasn't even talking to me.
I still haven't found anything online about whatever mirror Elias was talking about. Did he mention how big it was? Like, are we talking a hand mirror or a standing mirror?
I don't think he brought it up. All he said was that it belonged to his grandmother.
Do you think it's a red herring? Though, breaking a mirror is pretty bad luck.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Maybe it's the source of the curse.
Yes! As if Elias still has the piece... And if Elias still has the piece of that mirror, we can get to the bottom of this ordeal.
That would definitely be something we can boast about. Solving a centuries-old curse. I'm just not sure you should tackle that tonight.
Oh, come on. I want to break a curse.
Honestly, and I mean it this time, I want you to leave. There's something very wrong. Please, we don't know what kind of tricks he...
Okay.
But... What?
Okay, we've seen this. Whee! Okay, and now we get to choose. We are choosing the necklace this time. The necklace is heavy in my hands as I gently pick it up. Boy, bet I could pay off all my student loans and then some with this thing. I study it closer. It looks almost familiar.
Do you like it?
I do, but I think I've seen it before. Maybe from an old picture? Elias tilts his head.
It was one of my mother's favorite pieces in this collection. It's also the most expensive.
Oh, wasn't it a picture of her in the main area? You know, right by the stairs? As he says that, it suddenly becomes even more heavy in my hands.
Here, allow me.
Elias takes the necklace and moves behind me. Could you tell me more about yourself, Elias? I'm curious to know as much as I can about my groom.
Of course.
His hands are cold against my skin as he slides the jewelry around my neck. He clasps it shut, hands lingering for a moment on my skin. He gives a tired sigh before speaking, a hint of melancholy lingering on his lips.
I must confess that I was born quite sickly, and my birth came with so many complications that it nearly killed my mother. Even after that ordeal, there was nothing the doctors could do to help my weak constitution. I suppose that's why my father and siblings treated me the way they did. I was seen as a nuisance, a problem. I don't entirely blame them.
I'm sorry.
It's far away and in the past now, so enough about that.
Elias moves back around to look at me, a cold, ghostly hand trailing along my cheek. The sadness from his voice has all but disappeared.
Marvelous. The necklace fits you perfectly.
I angle my head up to get a clear view of it in the mirror. It certainly is gorgeous, but I know that I can get more information about Elias if I play my cards right. I'm certain this necklace must bestow infinite beauty upon its wearer. Surely you've seen others don it before?
As I mentioned, this was my mother's favorite piece. It graced her neck quite frequently.
And what are your previous bride-to-be? Did she not wear this as well?
My previous bride.
The smile slips from his lips and his eyes go hazy. I brace myself for another vision. I feel bad. I know it's unpleasant for Elias as much as it is for me, but he's a key witness to the mystery of this manor. His whole life and death, as a matter of fact. The silence stretches on for what feels like forever. Elias' face is completely blank, devoid of any emotion. Has he forgotten her? Elias? Dearest? I meant no offense. Elias grips my shoulders, his fingers phasing through my skin, causing a shiver.
Her name was Violet DuPont, the sister of our groundskeeper. We never wed because she betrayed me the day before our wedding. I suppose she and Gerard were desperate. I should have been on my guard when they continued to ask me about the location of the family jewels day after day.
Oh yeah, that's a red flag.
I thought the necklace, the grandest piece in the collection, would have been enough to hold her interest. I had promised to share the rest of them with her after our consummation. But before I could even cry out for help, Gerard held me down while Violet...
Oh, Violet's the one that killed him. Oh no. Apparently chopped his head off. My gosh. I put my hand over Elias as an attempt to show him that I didn't need to hear anything else. Forgive me, Elias. We don't need to speak of her anymore. Elias's grip on my shoulder eases and he gives me a sad smile.
No, you needn't apologize whatsoever. There's no need for me to reminisce, and you shouldn't have to compare yourself to her.
Well, yeah, I don't want to be compared to your murderer. At least that's what I'd like to say. And I want to stop, but I need to know the truth straight from the horse's mouth. Tell me about the things that brought joy to your life. You have a fine eye for beauty, Elias. I'm sure there were some other items you held precious and dear.
You've seen the greenhouse already, so you can imagine its splendor in full bloom. I quite liked reading on the bench there when my energy permitted. It was quite difficult to visit in a consistent manner, however, so I often had flowers brought up so that I could enjoy the fragrant floral bouquets in the comfort of my room.
Elias leaves my side momentarily to grab an ornate box from the vanity.
Aside from the flowers, there was also a family heirloom that belonged to my grandmother. It was an antique silver mirror, and a very charming one at that. At least.
I leaned forward as he opened the box and peered into its contents.
That was before it shattered.
Elias does still have the mirror pieces.
I liked it quite a lot, and ended up taking it out of the attic in my early childhood. I used to look into it and imagine myself as some sort of fair prince.
Aww.
It was innocent daydreaming, but alas, my 6 older siblings would often mock my love of the mirror, and with such a weak constitution and gentle demeanor, there was little I could do. When 6 people who aren't very fond of you get physical, well, you can imagine what might happen. The mirror was shattered, and I was the one blamed.
Aw, he couldn't have anything nice. His siblings ruined everything. He gently closes the box and pauses.
Grandmother didn't seem to mind that it broke, but I cried for days. Maybe it was sentimentality, guilt, or fear. But whatever the case, I simply could not let it go. I forbade any of the maids or butlers to toss out the shards. The mirror was meant to be a wedding gift, and I was determined to have it fixed one day.
Seems like that day never came.
Yes. It was one of my greatest regrets when I died, silly as it sounds.
Oh, can we fix that? Maybe he can actually pass over. Oh, that'd be cool if we could fix the mirror for him. I don't think it's silly at all. That mirror was important to you, and you've held on to it all this time. I think it's admirable. Not to mention, that mirror could very likely be the source of the Gallagher curse. But does Elias know that?
Thank you for understanding, my dear.
The melancholy atmosphere in the room fades as he smiles warmly at me.
I am quite eager for our union. I think it'll be something glorious. I've always wanted a grand wedding, and to think I'll be marrying someone as lovely as you.
Wow, you are too kind, Elias.
Come, follow me outside. I have much to show you. Soon we shall be wed.
The truth behind the so-called Gallagher curse wasn't some smaller business exacting revenge on the family, or Elias pulling puppet strings in order to make himself the sole heir. No, the Gallagher's bloodline probably met its end because that antique mirror smashed when Elias was a child. He said that mirror was meant to be a wedding gift. Has the curse ended? Or will I die too? The thought made me shudder.
My love, what's on your mind?
Nothing, I mean...
Are you ready, my love? Excellent.
Alright. Here
Family
we go.
today. Long lay it. Do you in sick?
I do.
In sick.
Stop!
Alright, here we go again. Okay.
I should have.
My dear. Taylor.
Oh, have I got all of this? They didn't act, but we did our. They aren't actually in love. So stop all of this. Elias, I think we should.
My dear is...
Yeah. Our goal. Besides, do you even. I don't know about you. Rushed, unhappy marriage, Mom, and no one. Besides, I'm jealous.
Oh. Me.
It's true. I wanted to think you were so. But.
Okay,
a
we've
charm.
seen all this. That's why I'm skipping.
How could I... But, my dear, what did you come here? I
Okay.
s-
Do 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 do
But not
do.
all of your demeanor changed. You got to know me. You learned about...
Oh no, come on!
Taylor, please. Then I shall do my best to answer.
Okay, back up. It's like, Elias, first I have a question for you.
Then I shall do my best to answer.
Do you know what caused the curse behind the death of your family?
I do not. No. None of the deaths were connected, at least not to my knowledge. And contrary to popular belief, I did not orchestrate those accidents. I'm not a cruel person, and I hope you can at least attest to that after tonight.
I never said that you were, Elias, but Taylor and I have some theories.
We did?
I elbowed him in the side and rolled my eyes. Elias, I saw a glimpse into your past tonight. Wisp of memory that allowed me to feel your emotion. And two things stood out to me. The first was Violet, and how uneasy you felt whenever she was around. Memories involving her would leave me disoriented and scared for my life. The second was you yourself, talking about the shattered mirror with your father. At the mention of the mirror, both of their men fixed their posture. I felt your frustration, like I was suffocating. I hated it. Breaking a mirror is bad luck in a lot of cultures. When you showed me the shards in your room, you told me that all your siblings blamed you for shattering it.
Yes. I was simply admiring myself in the mirror's reflection when they came to snatch it out of my hands. I tried to keep it safe, as it belonged to my grandmother, but...
6 versus 1 isn't very fair. And your parents probably didn't side with you on this, did they?
Oh, no, they didn't. Elias shakes his head, the gears turning in his brain. In addition, that mirror was meant to be a wedding gift, wasn't it? It was never gifted to any of your siblings' spouses because it was broken, and your father didn't bother to repair it.
So then, the curse...
I think your strong feelings towards that mirror inadvertently caused your family to become cursed. That does make sense, right, Taylor?
Yeah, I guess that's enough of an explanation as any.
Then even my own death at the hands of the DuPonts was part of the curse's doing, just as I thought.
Actually, if we go by their explanation, I don't think Violet DuPont jamming a dagger into your neck was because of the curse.
No.
You two technically weren't even married yet, and that whole stabbity-stab thing was a textbook example of premeditated murder. You know, the opposite of a fatal accident.
Stabbity stab thing.
You were so desperate for love that you ignored your gut instinct about something feeling off with Violet the entire time.
Elias looks down at his hands and then at the floor, despondent on the brink of tears.
I see. So if I were to carry on with the wedding and marry them, then they too would die of the curse. If that's the case, then I'll never have my wedding, even in death.
The room is silent as Elias reaches this realization. I feel so bad, but I don't want to die for his sake.
Hang on. I think I have an idea.
Let's fix the mirror! About what?
If we're right about the mirror needing to fulfill its purpose as a wedding gift, then all Elias needs to do is give you the mirror after the ceremony.
I'm sorry? I gawk at Taylor in his sudden change of heart. I thought he didn't want me to marry Elias.
Elias, I'm really sorry for shouting at you when I burst in. I was venting about a lot of personal stuff that doesn't remotely involve you, and you didn't deserve that.
Oh, I'm proud of you, Taylor. That's a nice apology.
And Bud, I never should have forced your hand into doing the field mission for me. At the very least, I should have come sooner to provide backup. But if you two trust me on this, and you're willing to try, everyone can have their happy ending. At least, I'm like 95% sure this will work.
But weren't you opposed to our union?
Maybe they did get to know you better tonight. I shouldn't tell them what decision to make. So, as you said, let them decide.
They both look at me expectantly. Elias, I love you as much as I could ever love a friend. I may not be the love you crave, but if you'll still have me, and if it helps break the curse, to finally free your soul, I will accept your hand. My groom's face alights with a sad smile.
Yes. I suppose your hand in marriage is all that I had asked of you when we first met. And so, I graciously accept this arrangement.
Aww. That face. Oh! I don't think I noticed before. He has, what was it, heterochromia? He has two different color eyes. He has a green eye and a brown eye. I don't think I noticed that before. Or if I have, I forgot. We both turn to face Taylor.
Do you take Elias Gallagher to be your lawfully wedded husband, to live together in matrimony, to love him, comfort him, honor and keep him?
He's officiating our wedding.
In sickness and in health, in
He's
sorrow
so
and in joy,
happy.
to have and to hold.
He's so
From
cute.
this day forward, as long as you both shall exist on this plane of existence.
I do.
And do you, Elias, take them to be your lawfully wedded, yada yada, etc., etc., as long as you both shall exist on this plane of existence?
Elias shoots Taylor a disappointed look for ruining the mood, sighing.
I do.
By the authority vested in me as the official president of the Occult History and Sciences Investigation Club, I now pronounce you married.
Taylor interrupts into an applause that echoes throughout the ballroom. Enunciated by leftover spirits Elias had summoned while the man himself kisses me swiftly on the cheek.
And now, my dear, all that I possessed in my mortal years belongs to you.
It does. Huh. Oh wait, it does?
Yes. Please come with me to the study. Quickly now.
Don't forget to give us the marriage shards. Oh my god. The glass shard. The mirror shards. There we go. I'd get it out eventually. We all collectively exit the ballroom and follow Elias's lead to the study. Taylor lags behind a bit, but I pull on his sleeve before he falls behind and gets lost wandering the halls of the manor. Elias pulls out a paper from a drawer and clasps his hands together, causing it to glow with a ghostly light.
Here we are. My will, freshly written. With this, the mirror has been transferred into your possession, my beloved.
Taylor and I scan the document.
I, Elias Gallagher, former head of the Gallagher estate, hereby leave all my material possessions, including the Gallagher family jewels, and the manor itself to my beloved partner. I mean, a will written by a ghost would never hold up in court. But for the sake of breaking the curse, I think this should work.
It will.
Elias floats away with us with a complacent smile on his face.
My wish for a wedding of my own has finally been fulfilled. And now, it is time for me to depart from this world.
Oh, he's actually gonna depart. Are you sure? But we just met. I never got the chance to really know you, and... He holds up a hand to stop me.
I am an ancient relic of decades long since past. A memory of a life tethered to this land. But now that I am married to you, I am free.
Wait, we're instantly a widower, aren't we? Elias casts a sidelong glance at Taylor.
Mr. Taylor Potts.
Yeah?
Take good care of them in my stead. If you make them sad,
Elias's lips break into a sly smile.
I may come back to haunt you.
I plan on it. The, taking care of them part. Please don't haunt me.
Elias chuckles.
Very well.
Hi. Oh. That's sad. Elias takes my hand one last time.
Live and prosper where I could not. Farewell, my love. May we meet again in heaven.
Goodbye, Elias Gallagher. Thank you for everything. With a final bow, Elias slowly fades from the room.
So, is your last name really gonna be Gallagher now?
Taylor, why do you always kill a mood? Come on, Gallagher's a pretty good name. After a full 24 hours of uninterrupted sleep, Taylor looked up whether my surname actually was legally going to be Gallagher now. Turns out, if both spouses don't sign a marriage certificate, you can't be legally wed. Not in this day and age. So the last name doesn't actually matter in the long run. Hopefully Elias wasn't going to be too mad about that. After doctoring the will a bit, we laid claim to the fortunes left in the Gallagher Mansion. As it turns out, they kept more than just the family jewels in there.
Holy cannoli, we're rich!
I'm rich, and I'm just redistributing the wealth to you.
Who cares about the details? We can repair the entire mansion and, actually live in it! And then we don't have to pay rent!
Oh, that'd be really cool if they, fixed a mansion. They should. I hope they do. That's very true, actually. Damn, maybe I should marry more ghosts to inherit their estates. While we were so caught up in the legal matters, we forgot to recruit members for the OHSIC. Taylor and I would go on to clear Elias's name of any wrongdoing in the local legends. It only felt right after all he did for us. And so we spent a small fraction of my new fortune repairing the mansion and the antique mirror, yay, to its former glory, and spent the rest of our college days rent-free. Aw, I wanted more. Ending A, for the truth. But we broke the curse that time. You've gotten all the endings. Check the extra menu for a very special scene. We did it! Oh, we did it! Fulfilled a 100-year-old wish for happiness. Wait, no, this one. For the truth. Solved the mystery of the Gallagher Mansion. And then we got in love with love. Isn't it such a beautiful thing? Honeymoon? Oh. Oh, that's spicy. The honeymoon is spicy. Okay, for the sake of my channel, and so everybody can still watch it without it being, heavily guarded, this is going to be in the link down below. If you guys want to see the spicy part, you have to be 18 and over, but yes. That was really good. Let's see what else we got. The music box, okay. Moments. Oh, we get all the pictures, backgrounds, portraits. Oh yeah, Ghosty Goo. Okay. This was a good game. This was a good game. So worth the wait. I hope you guys enjoyed it so much. It was great. The honeymoon is excellent. I suggest you guys checking it out. You can either watch, like I just said, you can either go watch me play through the honeymoon, or you can like buy the game and, you know, play it yourself. But it's worth it. It's good. But thank you all for watching this and joining me on the journey of the Groom of Gallagher Mansion. I know we had been waiting for it, and it was really worth the wait. Elias is baby. I love Elias. He is such a good boy. It was amazing. Yes, I'm just gonna keep saying that. The voice acting was fabulous. The art style was lovely, because we love that art style. It's the same. This is the same creators who did Sunny Day Jack. Something's Wrong with Sunny Day Jack, which is still in development. But yeah, go support these guys. They do a fantastic job, and I always love their work. And thank you for my dear Patreons for supporting the channel. And everybody, thank you for joining, and I will see you next time. Bye!